I sent a file, all of you downloaded file. So yesterday class we done with the lookup functions. Any doubts in the lookup functions? Did you all complete any doubts? All of you download the file which I sent. We just continue today with date and time functions, text functions, statistical functions, and database functions. All of you downloaded? Check with the sheets. You have the multiple sheets. Change the sheet name. Click on the date and time function sheet. Getting? Javita, are you getting?
Ma'am, even I'm getting calculation of database functions only.
Change the sheets. I'm given 4 sheets.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay.
So we start with the date and time functions. So as the name says date and time, it works on the date basis and time basis. So you know already how to find out current date, which is that formula is used to find out the current date. We use where we are doing the number formatting, short date, long date. I'm not getting any answers. Okay. Equals today open and close bracket equals today open and close bracket is helps to find out the current date. Equals now open and close bracket. This is helps to find out current date as well as time. So I just using now as a date and time function to find out the current system date as well as time. equals. Now open and close bracket. This gives us the current date as well as time. If you need to enter the date, so if my system is already installed with the language English India, so then you will be getting a date format in the format of date first, then month, then year format. If you install your language as English US, then the date format is differs. It will be the first month, then date, then year format. But you don't know that in which format I supposed to enter the date if I want to enter in the cell. On that case, you can use date is a function equals date, open bracket, enter the year. First it is asking year. I just enter 2021 is a year. Then month, I just enter 3. Then date, I just enter 21. So that automatically taken the format of US English language format. See, first I'm getting third, that is month, then date, then year format. It's based on your system language. The date and time format will differ from your system one system to another system based on the system language. It's clear? Is all of you getting? So next, time. So time will display this in the format of 24 hours. So again, I enter the time format equals time, open bracket. First it is asking you to enter the hours. So at present, now it is 4:15 is a time. So I enter as 4 is an hour, 15 is a minutes. Seconds, I just give some seconds, 25 seconds. It takes automatically in the format of AM, not in the format of PM, because it works on based on 24 hours format. So if I want to enter in 24 hours format, what is the hour I have to give? 12 plus 4, so equals time, open bracket, 16 is hour, 15 is a minutes, again some seconds. It takes in a format of PM. Any doubts? So you can specify your date, your time based on the date and time format based on Excel. Excel date and time format you can use. So next we find out total number of working days. That means it is only find out the total number of working days except Sundays, Saturdays and holidays. The calendar dates it will take automatically, which is pre-built in Excel. In Excel, It will take automatically the system calendar and find out that how many days is the only working days. So working days means it will not calculate Sunday, Saturday and holidays. So we need to find out what are total number of working days equals net work days. Open bracket. It is asking start date. I choose joining date. What I'm given is my start date, comma, end date. Close the bracket, enter. That takes 321 is the working days. So all of you getting equals network days, open bracket, joining date, comma, ending date. Start date is your joining date. End date I am already given. That is today's date. Close the bracket, enter. It's done. So we are finding total number of working days. So use the formula network days. Network days, open bracket. First it is asking for start date. Start date is joining date. Next it is asking end date. End date is my end date what I am given. There is no holidays I am specifying. Whatever it's showing in a bracket, rectangular bracket, that is optional. You can ignore it. I just close and enter. So that shows that 321 days. Drag and drop it to applicable for all the employees. Is done. All of you completed. So we find out including an extra holidays other than the Sunday, Saturday and holidays, the calendar holidays. Even these employees are taken extra holidays. Our company only given some extra holiday. So what is that working days including this holidays? That also we will find out. Equals, again same, net work days, open bracket, select your joining date, comma, end date, comma, holidays. Holidays is already given in the holidays column. Choose that holiday block. And convert this range as fixed. That means the same holidays has to be taken for even for Sagar, even for Kavya also. So how do you convert as from relative to absolute? Good, F4. So absolute means how it will highlight? In which symbol row and column will highlight when it is in absolute? It should be highlighted in dollar symbol. So I press F4 to convert this range as an absolute. Close the bracket, enter. So I'll compare to the previous working days. Here it is 321. 2 days if you reduce, it will be 319. So it's 864, 2 days if you reduce, 862. 1535 days, 1533 days. Any doubts? I'm using the same formula, network days function, but including holiday. Previously, what we done? The same thing, but I'm adding including the holidays also. I just use start with equals net work days, open bracket. Start date is your joining date, comma end date, comma holidays. So make this holidays column to be constant by pressing F4. Close the bracket and enter. Just drag and drop it to apply to all. So just compare with the previous answer and now whatever we are getting, it should be shown 2 days less than the previous answers. Is done all of you? I'm waiting for your reply. If it is done, we go for next. What about others? So till now we find it only the working days. So I need to find out. So you just put your joining date is your birth date. End date is obviously today's date I am given. So you can compare with these 2 days, difference between these 2 dates. How many days is available, difference of these 2 days? How many months is a difference of these 2 days? How many years? So that you can find easily. So I just given one joining date and end date. We are finding in this 2 period, how many total days are available, months are available, and years are available. Okay. So first we are using dated if as a function. Network days work tells you that only working days. But dated if helps to find out the total number of days, not working days, total number of days between 2 periods. Between 2 periods. So we're just finding the total number of days, month, and year now with the help of dated if. So we just start with equals dated if, open bracket, select your joining date, comma, end date, comma, specify D, within the double quote, specify D for days. Dated if, open bracket, comma, joining date, comma, end date, comma, D. D for days. And the same way you find out the month also. Equals dated if, open bracket, enter the joining date, comma, end date, comma, within double quotes, M. M is for month. Like the same you try for the year also. Instead of DM, you have to use Y. Y for year. Find out the total number of years for this period. Same formula with, instead of M, you use Y for years. Is done. Years you find it. What about others? Equals dated if, open bracket, joining date, comma, end date, comma, Y. Just drag and drop it to apply to all. So next we go for next is Dateval. In Excel, for everything, there is a specified value in the format of numbers. For date, for time, for text, for numbers, there is a value. What is the value of the specified date? To find out the Excel value, we are using date value. According to the Excel, what is the number it has to be displayed for the specified date? That will be displayed by using this date value. So I just use equals date value open bracket. I specify the date. Again, this has to be entered in the format of text. Any text you supposed to highlight in double quotes. So I just had it with double quotes. I enter today's date. So 3/24/2021. Close the double quotes and enter. So for this today's date, we have a separate value that is 44,273. So if I give a yesterday's date, I will get 44,278. There is a value defaultly available in Excel. It's called as date value. So next we go for network days, INTL Intel. So previously we used network days, which just helps to find out the total number of working days that ignores the Saturday and Sunday. But is all the companies will give weekend as Saturday and Sunday? Is every company will give weekend as Saturday and Sunday? Yes or no? Is every company will give Saturday and Sunday as a weekend? So not every company. So some companies will give Wednesday as a weekend. Some company will give only Saturday as a weekend. Some company will give you, yes, depending upon the companies, it gives based on their company, whether it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even those days also you can choose yourself according to your requirement with the help of this formula, network days intel. So we find out the working days only based on Sunday is a weekend or only Saturday is a weekend. That also you can pick. There is a number range is available. You can choose that number to take that particular day as a weekend. Okay, just continue that with network days. Total number of working days with Sunday as a weekend we will continue. So just apply the formula equals net work days intel, open bracket, joining date, comma, end date. When I give end date and put comma, immediately all my weekdays will appear. See, the one number says that Sunday and Saturday is your weekend. The second number says that Sunday and Monday is your weekend. The third number says that Monday and Tuesday is a weekend. I take only Sunday is a weekend. So I will take as 11. 11 is the number they are given. Only Sunday as a weekend. Close the bracket and enter. So well compared to the previous working days, network days, here I am getting 321 days. That is excluding Sunday, Saturday. Here 385 days. This is only excluding Sunday, not Saturday. Any doubts in this? The last function under this date and time is your today. You know that today is a function which helps to find out the today's date. To find out today's date, I use today is a function. Equals today. Open and close bracket. But when I want to see the last week day, What was the last week date? So then I'm using -7 equals today, open and close bracket, -7. It shows the last week days. The 1 week future. So what is the next week date? So equals today, open and close bracket, +7. Any doubts in this date and time function? I hope all of you understand. We just go for the next type of function, text function. All of you select the text function sheet. All of you select the text function sheet. As the name says, as text function, based on the text it is going to work. So we have a different type of a text function like upper, len, lower, proper, concatenate, substitute, replace. All these are text function which you are going to learn. Upper is a function which helps to convert your lowercase to uppercase. So just use equals, upper, open bracket, select your name, close the bracket and enter. That converts lowercase. These are your lowercase text. Lowercase text will be converted as an uppercase text with the help of upper. Again, same thing. I just taken only one word. So you can also take a sentence to convert this as upper to lower, lower to upper. So I just again using equals lower. Lower is a function which helps to convert uppercase to lowercase. Take the text which is there in uppercase, close the bracket and enter. Drag and drop for next text. Like the same proper. Proper helps to display your proper sentence format. That is, first letter will be in a capital, remaining will be in the small. See, as I'm given the text, this in the middle of the text, I have characters, I have a capital, I have small. So it is not in a proper way. So this will be converts into the proper sentence format. Proper, open bracket, select your text, close the bracket and enter. So always your first letter will be in a capital, remaining will be in a small. It's done. Len is a function which just helps to find out the length of the character. So you can enter your name and what is the characters, how many number of characters are there in a name, that you can find out with the help of len function. So equals len, open and select the text, close the bracket. So NICT is 4 characters. Computer, it is 8. Education, 9. Prince, it is 6. Who is this Vivo 1814? Asked yesterday also, you didn't reply. What's this name? Your name? If you are not replying, I'm going to remove it from the group. Simply connecting and going somewhere is not good. So I just take the attendance. So we are using write is a function, open bracket, select the text. This is my text, comma, number of characters you require from the right hand side. I require 2 characters. So I just specify 2. Close the bracket, enter. Just drag and drop it. You will be getting only code for all the employees. It's done. It's completed. Like the same left function we are using, equals left, open bracket. I wanted to display only the company name. So equals left, open bracket, select your text, comma, number of characters you require. NICT is 4 characters. So I just want from the left hand side 4 characters. This is to find out the required character from the text. The same way, mid function. Mid helps to find out the middle characters. So I just wanted to display only the departments. So equals mid, open bracket, select your text, comma, starting number. So NICT is 4 character. I have to start from A. A is the 5th character. So starting character is 5. From the 5th character, I want to display 3 characters as my department name. So number of characters the users required is 3. Close the bracket and enter. You're getting only department. 5 is a starting number. 3 is the number of characters required. Any doubts? It's done. So dollar. Do it fast. It's done. Let's just continue with the next dollar function. This helps to convert your currency format. Again, as based on your language. If it is US English, then it will display dollar symbol. If it is English India, it takes rupee symbol as a base currency. Okay, I just use equals dollar, whatever the base currency is that will take automatically here. Select the number, close the bracket and enter. So automatically converts this number as in text format by displaying a dollar symbol. That is what, based on the language. If you use dollar is a function that shows the base currency. If your language is in English India, that takes rupee symbol. In your date and time format also, first you used to get date, then the month, then the year. Not month, date, year format. Right? Concatenate. Concatenate is a function which helps to join, merge, combine more than one cells. It helps to combine more than one cells. So I just using equals concatenate, open bracket, my first text, comma text 2, comma text 3. When I use this, I don't give any space after this NICT computer education. So I'm getting all these words with join. By joining, I'm getting this all the words. I want a space between one word to another word. After computer, after education, I require a space. After NICT text, after the computer word, I want one space. So I just use an extra character within double quotes. After the first text, I'm using double quotes, display space, close the double quotes. Instead of space, you can give any of the extra character. I start after a second word, open double quotes, space, close double quotes, give comma. That gives a space between one word to other. NICT space, computer space, education. Instead of space, you want hyphen, you can put hyphen. You want at symbol, you can put at symbol. See, instead of space, I want at symbol. So NICT at computer education, I'm getting. Instead of at symbol, I want hyphen. So I'm getting hyphen symbol. Want space. To remove the hyphen, give a space. Any doubts in this? Concatenate is helps to combine or join two different cells. And displaying one single cell. Is done. So we just continue with the next one, substitute. Substitute and replace. So I have two functions here. One is substitute and the one is replace. Both are the same type of a work, but substitute will substitute your text based on the text directly what you will specify. But in the replace command, I cannot be specify the text directly. I have to specify number of character to be replaced. Here I can specify what is the text has to be replaced. Here number of characters to be replaced. I have a text which shows that NICT computer education. This has to be replaced with NICT company private limited. So I just use equals substitute. Open bracket, text. This is my text, comma. The old text which has to be replaced. I'm going to replace with computer education. And as it is available in case sensitive or proper case format. You enter in the same format. Computer education. New text which you wanted to replace. So I just want to replace with company private limited. Close the inverted comma, close the bracket. Instead of computer education, it is displaying as company private limited. It's done. Is all of you completed? What about Shruti Verma, Preeti Agarwal? Okay. So next we go for the replace. Replace is based on the characters now. So equals replace, open bracket, the old text. This is my old text, comma, starting number which you wanted to replace. So I just take from the C. NICT is 4 characters. It has to be start from C, that is a 5th character, including space. Space is also one character, you remember? So I need to start from 6th character, comma, number of characters to be replaced. How many characters in the computer? How many characters in education? Number of characters in computer? How many number of characters in education? With the help of len function, we find it. At least by saying that you can reply. Very good. 8 characters in computer, 9 characters in education. So 8 plus 9, it is 17 characters. I have one more space in the middle of computer and education. Totally 18 characters I wanted to replace. What do you want to replace? I want to replace with a name called Company Private Limited. This is what the text I wanted to replace. Close the bracket and enter. So instead of NICT computer education, I'm getting as Company Private. Starting character is 8. Number of characters to be replaced is 18. The new text to be replaced is Company Private Limited. Is done. So we go for next value. As we discussed date value, do you remember? For everything, we have a values according to the Excel, not in the format of date, not in the format of time. See, for date, we have a separate values. For time, we have a separate value. So what is that value according to the Excel? 125 is. For numbers, the same value, 125. For date and time, we have a separate value. Value is a function which displays number, date, and time format in the value. Number will be converted as in, this values will be converted as in number format. Equals value, open bracket. Select your text, which is showing in a format of $125 and accept. See, for this number format, 125 is the answer. For 12 hours, it is 0.5. For 21 hours, 45 minutes, it is 0.9. For this date, 43,597. For true, I don't have any value. So that will not find. There is a value, but it will not find with the help of value function. So I'm getting an error. It won't find the text. It only finds the numbers, date, and time. Value functions will only convert this format, date, number, and time format into regular Excel numbering format. Any doubts? Want reply from everyone? So I just show you again. equals value, open bracket. Always this has to be entered in a text format. A text format which may be in the format of number, date, or time format. So equals, I just selected value, open bracket, select your 125's number, close the bracket and enter, which will convert into the number format according to the Excel. With the help of same value function, I have an example. I have a start time, the actual time, what time the employees are entered into office, and late by how many minutes. So based on this late by minutes, I have a points. If the employee is late by 5 minutes, there is no points, 0 point. If they are late by 15 minutes, 1 point. If they are late by 30 minutes, 2 points. 16 minutes, 3 points. More than 4 hours, 4 points. Sorry, less than 4 hours, 4 points. More than 4 hours, 5 points. Based on these points, they may having, according to the company rules, they may having some deductions. Okay, so we just find out what is a late point for each employee. Okay, so whether the first employee who is logged in at 7:55 a.m. So they are not late by even 1 minute also. Immediately it will take as 0. Again, the second employee is late by 5 minutes. Below 5 minutes also, same thing, 0. Above 5 minutes to 15 minutes. The third employee late by 7 minutes. So it is more than 5 minutes, less than 15 minutes. So it has to be take 1 is a point. So each and every employee login time, I don't want to check. The Excel only pick automatically the points. So which function you can use? Which is a function you can use to compare, right? If formula. So we are using if formula equals if open bracket. The logical test it is asking, the specified cell which contains late by is less than or equal to, I'm not specifying time here. The time is entered in the format of values. So I just using value function. Value, open bracket, if they are late by 5 minutes, this is how you need to specify the minutes in the format of value. Then it is 0. The point should be displayed as 0. If not, again it has to be test. Once again, if open bracket, select the same cell, is less than or equal to value 15 minutes. Then it has to be take 1 point. Else again it has to be test. If open bracket, the same cell late by is less than or equal to value, what is the next percentage? 60 minutes. If it is late by 60 minutes, it is 3 is a point. Okay, sorry, 30 minutes, not 60 minutes. 16 to 30 is 2 is a point. Again, if open bracket, the same late by is less than or equal to value 60 minutes. Then it is, the rate should be displayed 3. Else again it has to be test. If open bracket, the late by is less than or equal to value 4 hours. So how you will specify 4 hours? 4:00. So if it is late by 4 hours, then it is 4 is a point. Else it is 5. Else means obviously it is obviously more than 5. Sorry, more than 4. Close all the brackets and enter. See, automatically it is taken as 0. Here it is taken as 0, 1. More than 4 hours, so it is 5. More than 4 hours, it is 5. Less than 4 hours, it is 4. Any doubts in this? Did you all applied? In this also, if you're getting any error, check it out. Commas, less than symbol, double inverted quotes. Is done. All of you completed. Is all of you completed? We just continue with the next one. The last other two functions we have, character and code. So with the help of code, you can find the character. With the help of character, you can find the code. So that is what the character and code. These are the Excel codes, the characters which is already available. So you may see that symbols, extra symbols, what we saw in the insert tab, like copyright symbol, at symbol. All these symbols have its own code. With the help of ASCII code or unique code, I can identify that what is that code for the particular copyright symbol. What is the code for the at symbol? So that you can find out. So we'll use code and character functions now. I already have some codes here. With the help of code, we are finding, characters here. With the help of these characters, we are finding a code. So if I want to get this copyright symbol, what is a number, the code I supposed to use? Equals code, open bracket. So with the help of character, we are finding a code. To select the character, which is in the format of text, and close the bracket. That's it. Apply everything, that is for every other characters. So if I enter 169, I will be getting copyright symbol. If I enter 64, I will get at symbol. You just cross verify. Come to insert tab. Symbols. So if I enter the character code here as, what is the character we got? 169. 169. The font is, you take font as so I just entered ASCII decimals is a code. So character I entered as 169. The font is Arial. It finds the copyright symbol. If I enter 64 is a ASCII code that finds the at symbol. If I enter 128 is the code, it finds the euro symbol. So these are the ASCII codes which finds automatically with the help of code function. Like the same, with the help of the same code, I can find the character equals character CHAR, open bracket, select the number, close the bracket, enter. So if I use 169, I will get copyright symbol. If I use 90, I will get capital letter Z. 67, capital letter C. So like this, we got the characters. Any doubts in this? So this is end of your text functions. So select the next sheet. We complete of the statistical functions. So when we are doing the pure table, we use sum function to add and count function to count the number of products. So you may remember. So count is a function which is used to count the numbers, only numbers. It won't count any of the alphabets and special characters. Counter. This is a function helps to find out all user set. It may be a numbers, special characters, or text. In the cell, if you have a space also, it is considered as it's a text. It is a contains. It contains some character. So any user cell will be found with the help of counter. Count blank, which finds the blank cells, which helps to find out the blank cell. Count if, again based on a condition, it helps to find out how many times the specified text or the number is repeated. Any doubts in this? So we'll find out. We have a table which shows that serial number, again the name, marks, the result column and total column. So out of the 10 student, only 8 student is attended the exam. Remaining 2 students is not attended the exam. So all the result column of them is blank. Out of the attended 8 student, only the few students are passed, remaining students are failed. I need to find out that how many students are passed, how many students are failed, what are total number of students in the list, how many students has got the result, how many students did not get the result. We'll find out. So it is first asking that number of students got results. I am also given even hint also. So based on total column, based on serial number column, you can able to find this. So equals count, open bracket. So count function only counts the numbers. So I'm taking total column only. Close the bracket, enter. So total number of students got the result is 8. Out of what? Number of students in the list. Out of how many students? So equals counter. Counter helps to find out the user cells. So again, based on name, I will take the total number of name range. So how many students in the list? I have 10 students in the list. I have 10 students totally in the list. Then 10 minus 8 is your 2 is a who are not got the result. So number of students not got result is, it should be 2. So we'll find out equals, again, count blank. I'm finding which are the blank cells in this particular range. So only 2 cells are blank. So next, count the past student. So equals count if, open bracket, select the results column, the result range. Out of this range, who are pass? So the 5 students are pass. Find out the failed student like the same. Tell me how many students have failed. Did you all understand? Find out that how many students have failed and tell me that how many students have failed. What about others? I didn't get the reply. I got the reply only from 2 students. I just using equals, count if, open bracket, select the result column, the range, comma, fail. The 3 students have failed. Is done all of you? So next we find out the square root of the given number. These are the small function which you already learned in 10th standard school, colleges and all. This Sqrt function helps to find out the square root of the given value. The square root of 100 is 10. The square root of 81 is 9. Like this, it is going to find out. Equals Sqrt square root, open bracket. Select the number, close the bracket. This finds the square root of given number. Next, factorial. So it just finds a factorial of the given number. So in your schools, find a factorial of 9. You are doing 8 into 7, 9 into 8 into 7 into 6. All below numbers you have to multiply that. That is what a factorial. So we are just using equals fact, open bracket, select the number, close the bracket and enter. That finds all the least numbers from 9 to 1. The factorial of 7, factorial of 4, factorial of 3, Power of. This is helps to find out the power of the given number. So power numbers are given here 7, 10, 5. Power also given here 7 to the power of 3. So 7 is going to multiply 3 times. 10 to the power of 5. 10 is going to multiply 5 times. 5 to the power of 4. 5 is going to multiply 4 times again. So that we are going to find out equals power, open bracket, select your number, comma, power. Close the bracket and enter. Just drag and drop it to apply to all other numbers. And the last one under the statistical function is ABS, absolute, which helps to convert your text format into the number format. So what is a default numbering format in Excel? Which is a default numbering format in Excel? I think every day I need to ask some question. Then only you will recall the previous class, what we done. General. General is a default numbering format which will not be consist of any decimal places, currencies, and the separators. General is a default numbering format, right? So this ABS will convert any other numbering formatting into general number format equals ABS, absolute, open bracket, select your number, close the bracket, enter. See, I'm not getting any decimal places, commas, as well as currency. So any doubts in the statistical functions? We completed the statistical functions. So we just continue with the last type of a function, database function. Tomorrow class we works on financial function. Okay. So select the database function sheet. So we are using a database function. Database is your original source data. Based on this, based on a criteria, you can find the answers. D stands for database. So with the help of this database, you can add, you can count, you can find the average of this. So sum is used to add, but according to my requirement, it has to be add. I need to find out only 2018 years sales information. I need to add only 2018 year sales information. So equals D sum, open bracket, database. Database is your entire database, the original source report, comma, field to be calculated. I have to calculate sales field. So select only sales and criteria. The year which shows 2018. Close the bracket and enter. It's done. So if I want to find out 2017 records, so automatically I'm getting 2017 records. If I want to find 2016 records, I'm getting 2016 records. So once you apply the formula, if you change the criteria, it is applicable for your answer. Like the same, use dcount and daverage function. There is no difference, only the function name will change. So I just show you again. Equals dsum, open bracket. I'm adding based on my database given criteria. So I have to add 2018 sales information. So database is my entire data table, the complete, including the heading you take, year and sales information. Comma, field to be calculated, sales field. Sales field value has to be displayed. Comma, criteria, I'm not taking complete criteria. I'm taking only 2018 is a year is a criteria. For next formula, we will take multiple criteria. I'm just taking only single criteria. Close a bracket and enter. Try to apply the same formula for dcount, daverage also. What about Chandini K? She's there in the group. Chandini. She's there in the group. Chandini K. Niranjana. Preeti Agarwal.
Present, ma'am.
Why, madam? Till now I called 3-4 times your name. Now only you are telling present. Simply connecting to the system and going somewhere is waste. You should practice, you should reply the questions. Only for the sake of attendance, don't attend the class. Shruti Verma,
Yes, ma'am.
where were you till now? I called you in the class 3-4 times your name. The same dialogue only. Simply connecting and going somewhere is no use. If you don't want to attend, don't attend the class. Vaishnavi K. Sunaina Giriraj. Vinisha Shri. Is all of you completed? D count and D average. What is the answer for D count? D average. So equals D count, open bracket, select the database. Sales is a value which has to be calculated based on single criteria, that is year 2008. Yes. Equals D average, open bracket, select database, comma, sales the report, comma, year. So try to find out the criteria which is taking both less than 350 value also. In 2018, which is the sale value is less than 350, it has to be fine. Try to find out how much is the total price or total sales which is less than 350 in 2018. So by taking multiple criteria, previously we selected only year, now you have to select including sales. Will you do this? Try to do the D sum, D count, D average based on multiple criteria. So what is the answer for D sum? D count and average. So I just use formula U equals D sum, open bracket, database, comma, sales the report, criteria. 579 equals D count, open bracket, sale the database, sales report, and criteria. It's 2, right? So equals D average database field to be calculate criteria. So any doubts in these functions? We completed date and time, text functions, statistical, database functions today. Practice these functions again, remove the answers, do it again. Any doubts you can ask me in the tomorrow's class. Tomorrow we'll continue with financial functions. Any doubts? Okay, thank you everyone. We'll wind up today's class. Tomorrow we will meet.